learn. And we're going to continue our programming excursion. This game has us by the balls. It has enticed every sense we have about video games and has asked us to direct those directly into some sort of a direction. You know, as they're directed. Sorry. That's the prime directive. Okay. I'm the director. Okay. Okay. We don't like direct TV. No, sorry. It's too much. It's too much. Okay. We've made the critical mistake that we make every single time that a stream goes wonderfully, which is starting it and then doing something else immediately. We need to build the Amazon servers. That's why we're here. That's why we currently exist on Earth, is to build and maintain a server for Amazon. Oh, sorry. It's too much. Too much. Too much too soon. Hope everybody had a great day. Where I'm at, it is 106 degrees, with the high tomorrow being 114 degrees. So, in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of the silliest political situation ever, we also are going to cook to death. You know, because if the COVID didn't give you a temperature, 114 might. And that temperature might be the temperature of heat stroke. You know, whatever that would equate to on like a scale, like chart it with a graph. Like give me a flow chart, and I just want to say star chart. You know, I could chart things. I could chartreuse. That's more of a chartreuse, but you know, I could Charlie horse myself. I could broil a burger. I could get a charmeleon. I don't know why I went with middle evolution and not ultimate form or Mander, but you know, I'll fight you. That's why. Hashtag Pokemon. Hashtag that's not my Pokemon. My Pokemon's Charmeleon. He's a teenage dickhead. Okay. Oh, I have an idea. I have a thought right now. I've come to a realization. I'm an idiot. No, I'm kidding. We'll go down here to the very bottom, all the way down to crowd psychology, where we couldn't figure out what the fuck to do last. Why? Because we didn't have anything else other than color trees, and sifs in a trash can. This is easy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me ask you a question. When you look at this, and you see all of this tasty data, this is behavior data. What's your first thought that comes to mind? You'll ponder for a little bit, you know. But something that has been brought to my attention is that we are not quite elaborating on what we're doing. What the fucking point of this is. So what we're doing is taking the behavioral data that is being fed from information gathered about people, given that the name of the experiment or project is crowd psychology, I would imagine that it has to do with people in groups. And not just small groups, but large groups. This is important. This is relevant and pertinent data. Sorry, I might have gotten quiet. I had to take my hat off. It is not 76 in here. Lies and slander. It's fucking 95 degrees in this room. That's the downside of getting the big room. Fucking hot as shit sometimes. Okay, so let's have our... Sorry. I need to do a lot of adjusting. A lot of old man groaning. A lot of like... Okay. Now, if we take ourselves back to last time when we were here, do you remember what the problem for me was? How do we get triangles and squares in two places at once? Well, ladies, well, gentlemen, I have a solution for us. It's called a color splitter. Now, a color splitter does not delineate. It just splits all data sets. So, now this should run our data into two, which is exactly what we need to categorize all of our filters. So we'll take two of these red and blue filters, okay? Yeah, we're going to do that. So that we can do a set of filters here in front. 5. It wants us to do it with 3 filters. What happens if we do that? Oh, we can still run it off of gold with more than one. 7 of 6. It doesn't like it. Let's try it like this. So if we do this, now we have squares and circles and oh shit. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Ideas. Let's think. We're so close to figuring this out. It's like literally right in front of me. I'm just too stupid to see it. Okay, so this sets us up for red, green, blue, green, green at random. And if we did this, it would also set us up for red, green, blue, green. We need blue circles. We're not going to worry about how we're going to split the numbers up. I was looking at it like, oh, how are we going to do the... I don't care. We're not. Let's drop this down here. We have 6 of 6 right now, so we're going to need to do this. 2 color filters, 1 trash can, 2 sifs, and then a color splitter, which is technically still a color filter, but who cares? So now, we're doing this so that we can get red squares, else, but we can't run that into a splitter, so we might want to put the splitter in front. Well, we could do it like this. We could say green, no, because the sifs, we want a whole separate like layer of filters, honestly. I want to separate it so that only the colors that we want end up in the sifs. So we have red, green, green, blue, red, blue. So red, blue can come here. So this makes red our random down here. And this would be the point where a separate a set of filters in front of this would be what we want. So that we could say, so wait, this is going to be what? Green, blue? And that's red, blue. So red, blue is going up and over to that. And green, blue is going into the color separator, right? We almost want that splitter in front. Because we could do... What's up? Do you need to go outside? Come on. Get out of my face. We can't do this today. I'm not going to have you fucking stand there and stare at me. What do you want? Come on. Get out. Okay. Okay. I appreciate that our dog is at least insistent when she needs to just be out. She's like, hey, 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 I'm going to stand here till you acknowledge that I need to go out right now and you're taking me. She knows that we get into the game. So she'll just stand and be like, hey, I'm not moving. I'm fucking standing right here and staring at you. It's like, yep, okay. Her needs need to be met. She matters. But I'm determined to fucking get this. It's going to be such a silly, simple solution. Like, we are overcomplicating it so much. Because, like, right now, we don't need this. We can just do this. There's no reason we can't feed it in like this, and then have green and blue come down here, and have fucking blue go there. This go here. This is what? Green and red. Like, we don't even need to do this. This is a random... Okay, so let's see. Think about it. If we just feed everything in to a sift, that's the problem. Okay, I see. That's silly. Stop it. Okay. We're gonna fucking just build a system. I'm not gonna worry about the number of components. We're just gonna build the system the way that we think it's gonna work best. And then after that, if we can see ways to optimize it. Because my problem is I'm trying to optimize from the drawing board, which is causing paralysis. We aren't the fucking Matrix. Like, we can't be Neo. You just see everything. Like, oh, there it is. So, shortcomings aside, we can do what we know how to do, which is separate fucking shapes. But really, like, this is triangles and circles, and this becomes circles, and this becomes triangles. So realistically, the third sift is super irrelevant. So we don't need 3 sifts. We just don't. I won't let us use 3. That's silly. That's an extra port that does nothing. It sends triangles to triangles? No, fuck you. There's no reason for that. That's all I'm saying. So, we'll start off by doing... Oh, I see. Okay, I have an idea. Build the system we want it to be. Who cares about the components? Build it and then run it and see what happens. This is going to be an expensive system, but it's going to be really cool. It'll pulse all of that data out like it's nothing. Now, if these guys ever come back, they'll be like, well, they'll never come back because we've got them. So we're going to set it up so well that they won't ever need to fucking worry about it. So now we have this set up. That is going to do red and green, blue and green, red and green, blue and green. So we could get rid of these two. We could get rid of these two filters, and that would leave us with 6 components. Let's do that. Okay, so hold on. So we want squares, circles. We're going to let the sifts do like a trickle thing, I think. Because pretty much everything has to go through all of the sifts. That has to happen. No, wait, not green squares. We want... Oh, shit. Okay. God damn it. Okay, so if I can use this color filter for something, what would it be? It would be to do a double red. Oh, wait, what are we doing? We could set it up to be a double red. So let's get rid of both of these color filters and see if we can't limit it down to 6. Because if we can limit it to 6 and just take red, blue, bam, except we'll make it green, blue with red at random. So now green and red, yeah, but now not green, but red and blue. No. Red and blue. So now we have 2 reds, right? Can't do multiple outputs. I can't do that. And then no. It's got to have like a second. So this is just green. So green triangles. That like needs its own sift. That like needs to be in its own thing. Ew. Send triangles and then kill all other green. Send them there. This sift is done. We almost like, if we can run sifts through each other instead of doing this, we could limit the amount of extra shit we're going to put in it. Because this, we can get rid of both of these. And this will work. This will work just fine. Watch this. Because we have the same problem of needing to do So this is blue and red, this is green and red. So no green should come through this, which means see through the matrix. We want red and blue, yeah, squares to go there. We also want red and blue squares to go over here. Triangles. That shit's set up weird.